What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Homeboy Robbie here, back again with another video. Before we get into it though, I just wanted to take a second and welcome you to the new setup, the new set, if you will. There is a TV where guests and things will be shown. Looks very comfortable. It's not as nice as my desk, but it will do. Alright, with the intro out of the way, we can go ahead and start the video. This is a showcase of some of my favorite vinyls in my collection. Me and my wife, we started collecting vinyls, I want to say about a year and some change ago. And this is, 10 of what, some of my favorites, some that I would recommend people who collect vinyls get. Maybe a couple that people slept on, people nowadays don't really care about, but they should because it's good music. And that's just kind of all this is, it's a little video, something I'm doing to kind of have some fun, show off the new set, and bide time until the new interview comes out. So, with that, we can go ahead and go to the TV, and we'll get things started. The first album in this video is going to be Invisible Touch by Genesis, coming out in 1986, and having, two of my personal favorite Genesis songs on it, Throwing It All Away and Tonight, Tonight, Tonight. This was one of the first albums that, showed up in my collection. It was thanks to this and a couple others that the collection even got started. So I wanted to put it here in the list at number one, so that way when you see a few of my other favorites down the line, you can kind of see how everything's evolved since then. The second album on my list is going to be Motley Crue's Greatest Hits. I'm putting this on the list for two reasons. The first reason being the personal connection I have to this album. When I was younger, I had this CD. One of the first concerts I went to was Motley Crue. They came to my town. I cannot remember the year because I'm big dumb, but I saw this on vinyl and I had to have it. The second reason I had to have it is indeed a special edition vinyl, which once it gets to the vinyl showcase you'll see how that looks, but I just thought it was too cool not to put on. But it's just Motley Crue's Greatest Hits, so it's just here at number 2. Now this next album is absolutely one of my favorite albums in my entire collection. Coming up at number 3 is Billion Dollar Babies by Alice Cooper. This album in particular is an original pressing from, I believe, 73 or it might be 78, one of the two, not sure. But this one's very cool because it actually came with the insert, which is the $1 billion bill. And as you can see, the kind of setup of the album is it's a billfold, so you get to have this really nice $1 billion bill and slot it into the the money holder there. It's not a clip, but I'm not sure what you would call it, money band. But no, this one is absolutely one of my favorite records of all time. If you collect records, I would highly recommend this one. And other than that, that's pretty much it, so I'll let it show out. The album isn't much to show. It's just a regular album with the same image on both sides. But all that aside, greatest album of all time. Love this album. Now number 4, And Justice for All, is on here for 3 reasons. The first reason being, obviously, it's one of Metallica's best, albums, back when they were young-faced kids, and, good. The second reason is this is my older brother's favorite Metallica album, or at least one of, as far as I know. So I figured it would be fun to put this on here so, he could see once again that I have this special edition And Justice for All vinyl. The last reason is obvious. Well, it's going to be obvious, is the vinyl itself. It's green, as you can see, translucent. I'll show my hand. Behind there it is, and once you lay it down, you can see everything through it. Truly great album, truly great looking album. Now here we are with another one of my personal favorite albums. Number 5 is Rob Zombie, the Hellbilly Deluxe. Grew up listening to this album. Growing up, my dad loved things like Rob Zombie and music of that nature. So I grew up listening to this album a lot, and I saw it in a vinyl store one day, and I mean, of course, I had to have it. The insert is, what you would see in the book of the CD if you got it. There is a flap that shows more, which I turn that over now. Very nice, revealing the picture, of Rob Zombie himself. The album isn't very special. One side is what would be the CD, the picture of like all the monsters and shit. Amazing album, truly amazing work. If you collect vinyls, and even if you don't like Rob Zombie, this one here, absolute must-have. Those some good records. Billion Dollar Babies, Hellbilly Deluxe, absolutely some of my favorite albums in my entire collection. Just wanted to take a brief second after the first 5 to say, if you're enjoying the video, be sure to like. If you want to see some of my future videos or maybe enjoy some of my old catalog, subscribe so that way you can see the new videos, and keep an eye on the old ones if you want. And sorry to take up your time. We'll move forward with the next 5. Number 6 is an obvious must-have for anybody who collects vinyls. It is Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. This is indeed a special edition of Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. It came in this really nice jacket. The front and back are unique. The album jacket itself is very unique, has a really nice picture on one side and what I believe to be the song credits on the other, with a picture in the middle. And, it's very nice, but that's not the only thing it came with. Going back to this being a special edition, the album itself isn't very unique, but it is nice to look at. As far as extras go, it did come with a very nice postcard, a really nice poster that will never ever be hung up ever, and all that is put together in this really nice, bag with this picture on the front, and one of the best pictures ever, the man swimming in the sand. Coming round number 7 is a-ha's Hunting High and Low. Now, this is the album that obviously it has Take On Me. That's the one a-ha song that everybody knows, but to be completely honest with you, Hunting High and Low is one of the hands down best albums I've ever heard. It took me completely by surprise because I put it on completely just thinking they have Take On Me and nothing else, but no, this album, truly and 100% a must-have if you collect vinyls. It's not expensive, because obviously who the fuck's looking for a-ha, but it's truly one of the best albums. I highly recommend it. So to be completely honest with you, there's a couple reasons number 8 is my not only favorite vinyl in this video, but my favorite vinyl in my collection. It is Hell's Pit by ICP. One of the reasons it's my favorite is because the album itself, I just grew up listening to this album so much, due to actually my dad giving me the CD. He got it, hated it, and, I heard it while he was listening to it, and, he let me have it, so I spent a lot of time listening to it. Reason number 2 I enjoy this vinyl so much is it was a gift from my wife, just a completely random gift. She got it for me. Because she knows I love Juggalo music, and another reason, that makes it special is the fact that it is indeed a special edition. The third reason, and the final reason, is the vinyl itself, with the, very, very good looking black and red marbling. All those reasons combined to make it just my absolute favorite vinyl, period. Much like number 7, number 9 is what I'm going to assume to be underappreciated album nowadays. Tears for Fears, Song from the Big Chair. Reason it's on this list, it's not a very, glamorous album jacket. The sleeve isn't all that. But the album itself, truly one of the best albums I've ever heard. It's one of my favorite albums just in the sense that I love the music so much, but it's not really like one of my quote unquote favorite vinyls, but it is on here because of how much I love it. So, here's number 9. And finally, wrapping up my list of vinyls that I wanted to show you on this little showcase is number 10, Fall Out Boy, Take This to Your Grave. Definitely would not consider myself a Fall Out Boy fan, but this album in particular is one of the best albums to come out, for that time. Early 2000s music, pretty shitty overall, but if you ask me, Take This to Your Grave, absolutely worth it album for anybody to own. And secondly, the reason it's on this list is, once again, it is a special edition vinyl with a pretty cool album in my opinion. It is completely silver, which you will see here in a sec. Looks good, very shiny, very reflective. Don't know why it's silver, but otherwise, still a great album. Definite should buy. Now those were some damn good records. There you go. My top, well, can't really say it was my top 10, but 10 of my, favorite vinyls from my collection that I wanted to share with y'all. I figured this would be a fun video to do. Just in the meantime, like I said, I'm waiting for, I got a new interview coming out. Should have that in about, a week or two. And, it's a good way to show off the set, have the TV to show off the vinyls. You get to see, like I said, the desk. It's great. Thank you all again for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video and, you're excited to see what I got coming down the line, be sure to like, subscribe. You don't have to share, but it would be cool. Other than that, that's kind of it. That's the video. This was only 10 of my collection. I guess I probably should have said this before, but if this is something that you want to see more of, maybe do another 10 of my top 10 favorite vinyls. Let me know down below. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next one.